Hello, good morning and good evening to everyone who's joined us. My name is Janice, and before I start the webinar proper, I'd like to hear where you're dialing in from. Please tell us where you're joining us from. I'd like to hear, yes, we have Lena from Korea. Just populate it in chat so that we know, where everyone is coming from, because this is a global healthcare community. So as I mentioned, my name is Janice. I'm based in Singapore from the VentureBlick team here, and I always have the pleasure of hosting these webinars. And one of the reasons that VentureBlick hosts these webinars is actually to, as an occasion, a platform to share different types of healthcare innovations coming from different countries. All right, I see Seowon Yoon from Korea. Thank you for joining. If anyone else has just joined us, today we're going to have 4 healthcare startups share with us their innovations, and they are all the way from Korea. Actually, one of them is joining us all the way from the States today. He's in California. And today, we want to share with you some of these promising innovations that's being supported by the Korea Health Industry Development Institute, as well as VentureBlick. Oh, Pradeep, thank you for joining from India, all the way from India. It's very early in India, so thank you for joining us first thing in the morning. Namaste to you. And greetings from Indonesia. Hello, Umi. Thank you for joining. And we also have Peter Lan from Singapore. Thank you for dropping in. Wow, from the States, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. And Ryan from Singapore, thank you for joining. For all those who have joined us before, welcome back, a warm welcome back. We love all the interaction that we get from past webinars. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, maybe you're curious about what this is all about and who VentureBlick is. Today, you will hear from 4 promising healthcare startups. They are from Korea. And before I invite the first speaker to share our innovations with you, I'd like to just tell you a little bit about who VentureBlick is. So if you're familiar with us, you can sort of just tune out for a short while. But for those who are new to us, you can think of VentureBlick as a global partner for healthcare innovation. So if you have a promising healthcare idea, and if you need commercialization support, we're the people to talk to. And if you are an established healthcare company and you're looking to expand into other markets, we can also help you. So, over the course of almost 3 years, about 3 years, we have helped MNCs, SME startups. A lot of the startups are actually backed by government organizations and agencies, and we've worked with them to help to get them to the next level in the shortest possible time. That's what we aim to do. And with the right partners, as you can see from the numbers here, we have a network of more than 800 partners. We also have an extensive network of experts, healthcare experts, who have been vetted and invited to join our network, as well as teams on the ground in Korea, Singapore, and India. And so all of these resources in our network have put us in a very good place, and we can quite confidently say that we are Asia Pacific's largest healthcare accelerator at the moment. We're also trusted by government organizations from Canada. You might have seen through the videos that we shared, Singapore and Korea. And so we've been supporting the startups under their portfolio. Now, that all sounds like we're doing a lot. And that's true, but we don't do it alone, because we have the support of an extended network of healthcare experts and healthcare industry professionals as well. And they come from more than 60 countries, spanning more than 30 different specialty areas. So we always believe that the clinician's viewpoint is very important and should be engaged at the very start or throughout the development process of any innovation. And so you will find that if you engage any of our healthcare experts, they are readily available and willing to support in the development of innovation, and very willing to share their expertise to try to get you to the next step. So, whether it's for advice or medical validation or, input on regulatory or commercialization input for different countries, our network is available there to help. One last slide about us is that we actually built our own platform. It's called VentureBlick Discovery. And we did this so that to make information sharing a little bit easier. And it's also the place where innovators and healthcare experts meet for knowledge sharing, for facilitation of projects, engaging of the expertise, as well as open innovation searches. So it all happens on VentureBlick Discovery. So if you haven't signed up yet, it's free. You can join us. There's also a forum, and you can join us as an innovator or an investor or a distributor, and just to see what's happening and just keep a pulse on what's going on in healthcare innovation. Alrighty, so enough about that. I am very excited to introduce our first speaker. Just to let you know, if you've joined us, you've joined the VentureBlick unboxing webinar, and I encourage you to be active in chat. I would love for this to be a two-way conversation as much as possible. If you have questions for any of the startups, just put it in chat. It's very rare that you get the founders' time and get to meet them live in person. So use this opportunity to ask them any questions that you have. And we will be giving them 5 minutes each to share with us what innovation they have, and about 2 to 3 minutes to answer questions from the Q&A from chat. So please be active, populate chat, and also be encouraging. Use the emojis that Zoom has availed to us. So if you like what you're hearing, give us a thumbs up. If you like the achievements they have accomplished, give them a clap emoji. Alrighty, first up is this innovation called MONIT. And to share with us a little bit more about that is Tony. Tony, I'm going to give you slide control, and you have 5 minutes. So tell us more about MONIT.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for having me today. And I apologize for the noise. I just finalized the competition happening in Silicon Valley. And then I'm happy to share we won the first prize. Okay, yeah.
Congratulations, Tony.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks to the VentureBlick's tremendous support, we can achieve this phenomenal event. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, MONIT, MONIT is a digital healthcare company for the loved one. So our mission is to deliver our healthcare technology from the beginning to the end. We spun out of Samsung Electronics in 2017. So yeah, our major business area is a senior diaper care system. In the meantime, we also have a smart baby monitor as well. So currently we finalized the funding, 2.7 million US dollar so far. And then Samsung is one of our investors. And then originally we spun out of Samsung Electronics in 2017. Okay, so we are living in the super aging world, and there is a huge gap between the demands and then caregivers. So we'd like to shorten this gap with our technology. And then we can also see the tremendous business opportunity. We see 20.7 billion globally elderly toilet care market, and only in the US, 4.7 billion South Asia region as well. So when the diaper left unattended, it creates a lot of problem. So diaper care accounts for over 60% of caregiving duties. So health threat first, the UTI creates a lot of problem, and that it easily lead to patient deaths. And then urinally, it leads to chronic symptom of a UTI, and then leads to blood poisoning and IAD and even pressure sore. Care costs does mean to care family members, especially high care cost, and then we want to stop the unnecessary impaction. And for the caregiving issue, yeah, I already mentioned the 30% shortage of facility-wise, it lowered the tremendous amount of the efficiency as well. So this is our answer to the world, MONIT elderly diaper care system. So we'd like to deliver smart care for health, dignity, and efficiency for the elderly care. So for the patients, we improve their health and then dignity of life. For family members, we can cut down the cost. And for the caregivers, we can lessen their hard work. So as you can see in the pictures, the sensor can be attached to the outside of the diaper, and it measures the contamination level of diaper. And when it's sold by the urine and fecal material, it delivers the real-time basis alert to the mobile handset, so the caregiver can change the diaper immediately. Yeah, our sensor is a technology based in Samsung. So thanks to the multiple sensor and AI pattern learning algorithm, we can deliver totally different level of sensing accuracy. And only MONIT can deliver the contamination level of that diaper. And our technology protected by multiple patents. And thankfully, we are selected as an innovative welfare device by KFDA. So that being said, we can get 85% government subsidy, and family member only pay 15% for the device and service. And then we got proven result. We can cut down the cost of the 3,482 euro and 28% reduction in diaper consumption, 84% reduction in manual check, and 2.5 hours reduction in exposure to soiled diapers. So all the data indicates that the smart care is much better than just the dummy care. So we can collect a lot of data from our sensor so that we can connect the dot and then deliver the meaningful insight from that. For example, a patient have 3 times pee in 1 hour. That being said, he may have a dehydration issue or another issue. A caregiver can bring a patient to go to see a doctor immediately. Yeah, our business already started. We are shipping our system to Osaka-based elderly care facility named Heart Care. So 2,000 subscribers, and they consumed surprisingly 1 million diapers for 2 months. So that being said, our revenue will be coming exponential way from our subscribers. So we are already providing also Japanese most advanced elderly care facility like Genkokai and Impeak. And then the good news is that all the costs are covered by the Japanese government. Yeah, we also, I'll skip this important moment. We already spread our idea in Singapore. So Orange Valley, KTPH, and then IMH, and then Sing House and polyclinics. So thanks to the VentureBlick support, we just, our business is starting from Singapore, and then we already built our office in there. Okay, so to summarize all these steps, we are Samsung-based technology, and we are certified by KFDA, and then proven number we have, and our global business is already started. Thank you for listening, and if you are interested in learning more, just feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tony. And for those who have just joined us, Byun-Hyung from Singapore, it sounds like you're, isn't a Korean name, but you're based in Singapore. Thank you for joining. And Watson from Bangkok, thanks for joining us. Darshan from India. So if you just joined us, that was a presentation about an AI diaper sensing technology by MONIT. I'm welcoming any questions. You can populate them in the Q&A or in chat. And while you do that, while you think of questions to ask Tony, while we have him, maybe I can kickstart it with a question. Tony, do you foresee your technology being used primarily in nursing homes, or what other facilities are you hoping to get it in as well?
Yeah, we are targeting the elderly care facility and the nursing home and the even hospital. So based on our subscription business model, we can provide our sensing technology. In the meantime, we can also provide our proprietary diaper so that we can get recurring revenue from that subscription. And then in Singapore, we hope we can get government support like Korea and Japanese cases. So because the social welfare part is a big portion is laid on the government side, so they should do something for that. And then we are going to start our main business with the KTPH as under the National Health Group. So we are very happy to share this news as well. Yeah.
Wonderful. So that's a Khoo Teck Puat Hospital in Singapore, right? They can look forward
Yeah.
to that. I have one more question about the data. You know, people are,
Yeah.
people are obviously concerned about data privacy and all that. So
Okay.
I'm interested to find out like the data that's collected about, from the patients.
Okay.
How is that used, or how is that being kept safe?
Okay, so basically, we encrypted all the data so that you have to make sure 100% the data can be saved for sure. But in the meantime, we collect only numbers. So we don't save personal data so that even if hacker kidnap our data, and only they can see is just the numbers 009272. It doesn't mean to them. So
Right.
you don't have to worry about that. And we are also have a GDPR compliance
Okay.
issue. So it's one of the most high standard for the data privacy. Yeah.
So we have a question from Joe, and he's asking if, so there's obvious data about reducing workload and time, but what about the decrease in UTI and UTI-associated mortality? Do you have any data on that?
UTI, we have our internal data that, yeah, as you know that UTI is easily cured by the pill, but the biggest problem is it cured and then get infected, cured, get infected. It's going to be chronic. So that's the major issue of current elder care facility. So we have data that if we can keep the diaper clean, and then we can dramatically reduce the rate of the chronic UTI. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
And just two quick questions before we move on to the next speaker is,
Yeah.
can you share what the estimated price is? That's the first question. And then the last question we'll end this segment with is, does the humidity of the weather affect the sensitivity of the...
Yeah, okay. So number question, MSRP is 169 euro, 169 US dollar. But for the B2B side, we can negotiate comparing to the order quantity. And then what is the last question?
It's about the humidity, like the weather. Does it affect how sensitive the sensor is?
Yeah, we found
The
that
accuracy.
humidity affect the sensitivity. Yeah, so we have to localize it and then calibrate the sensor into certain kind of environment like Singapore. Singapore is hot and humid. So
Yes.
we need to calibrate the sensor into
Right.
that. So we developed the OTA system, over the air the customization system, so we can
Right.
easily customize our sensitivity into certain area. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's a great question from Benjamin. Thanks for that question. We need to move on to the next speaker, but there are a couple more questions in chat. So Tony, after this, maybe you can check out the chat and reply to them directly. Next up is NeortesBio, and to tell us more about that, I'd like to invite Mr. Yongin Kim to tell us about their biotherapeutics. Mr. Kim, over
my
to
name is...
you.
Okay, thank you very much for the introduction. So we are developing innovative therapies that can regenerate, restore damaged microvessels. So we are targeting retinal diseases such as diabetic retinopathy and age-related macular degeneration. Worldwide, there are more than 500 million diabetic patients, and among them, about 100 million patients suffer from DME. And 2035, the market will be growing into $30 billion, which means that there are urgent needs for new solutions. So current standard care therapy is anti-VEGF, which are Lucentis, Eylea, Vabysmo, or blockbuster drugs. Still, even 50% of patients don't respond to current therapies, and all anti-VEGF therapies require eye injections, which means that patient compliance is poor. Still, these therapies can handle suppression symptoms, but does care of the root cause of disease, which are ischemia and vessel loss. Our therapy is called Tri-VasTrap, which is monospecific and monoclonal antibody, which can convert a pathogenic ligand into therapeutic ligand, thereby regenerating and restoring damaged microvessels. In the left figure, this is a DR model of a mouse, which is called oxygen-induced retinopathy. So before treatment, there are lots of the retinal microvessels, but after treatment, most of the lost microvessels regenerate and gives enhanced visions. Our therapy can be feasible for systemic injection. We showed that in market studies that subcutaneous injection is efficacious in wet AMD models. The market is huge, especially in Asia and Pacific area. The population is fast growing, and also the older population growing bigger, which means that the market size for our therapy will be growing huge. Our therapy is very different from current therapies and developing therapies. The current therapy, which are anti-VEGF therapies, only suppress the symptoms, but cannot take a handle of the cause of a disease. Developing therapies such as type 2 agonists from the Roche companies, they're also about the same. Our therapy is the only drug which can handle suppression of the symptoms and also treat base cause of the disease. We are planning our phase 1 studies on 2027 for DME patients. Our business model is licensing out to global pharma, and our pipeline strategy is currently we are focusing on retinal disease and then expanding into systemic vascular disease such as chronic kidney disease and solid tumors. And later, we're going to launch into anti-aging therapies. We have a strong patent position. FTO is confirmed. We have a strong efficacy in wet AMD models in monkey, and also we proved the vessel regeneration from DR models. Currently, we are discussing with several global pharma and global VCs for the potential next steps. This is me. I have more than 25 years experience in biopharma sector. In US, I used to work for Abbott and the Novartis in Boston area, and serving several leadership positions there. And returning to Korea, I joined the Samsung and established their new biotherapeutics divisions. NeortesBio has several collaborating companies, thereby we have a strong infra to go next steps for our assets. So I think this is it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kim. Alrighty, I'm welcoming questions in chat. If you have any questions for Mr. Kim, I think everybody can agree that that photo of that needle going into the eye just kind of made
Right.
everyone queasy, and totally can understand why it's very difficult to get people to comply with treatment that way. So your solution is excellent in terms of helping to overcome that. I'm just curious because your solution, what you've come up with here can be applied to any kind of cancer in the body, right?
Right.
And how did you decide on starting with ocular or eye diseases?
The reason is this is very local area, and also the pathogenesis is very clear. So the retinal disease starts from the disruption of microvessels in the retinal area. That's the reason why I chose the retinal disease first.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. And I mean, cancer drug development takes a very long time, obviously. What are your next steps to try to get this closer to it being used for patients?
You mean for the solid
Sorry,
tumor,
I mean,
or
what's your kind of next step to get this closer to patients? Because obviously, it takes a long time, a long development time to get it there. What's your immediate next step?
so for the retinal disease, we are seeking partners for the
Partners?
next step development, and also, if possible, we want to license out to agro pharma so that assay can go to the market earlier, so that the patient can have from this drug.
Right. Okay. Okay, wonderful. I have one last question, and then we do need to move on a little bit. From the name of the solution, Tri-VasTrap. So tri, I guess it's three. Vas is
Okay.
vascular. What's trap? How did that come about?
Okay, so our antibody makes triple complex, so that the tri, and then by making triple complex, we cure the microvascular disease, that's fast. And tri
Vas,
means
yeah.
that we trap or we capture pathogenic ligand, in this case, angiopoietin 2. So capturing angiopoietin 2 and also binding to the receptor, which is called Tie2, so that there is a triple complex of our antibody TBT and angiopoietin 2 and receptor, thereby it regenerates. That's the why we name as Tri-VasTrap.
Oh, that actually helps me remember your company better, because to trap. That's
Yeah.
very clever. Wonderful.
Okay.
I think there's one question here that came in, and it's from Sing Pi He. I'm sure that I'm not pronouncing that the right way. Thanks you for your presentation. Very impressive. And the question here is, do you have an expansion strategy to any other countries? I guess geographically, where are you and what's your expansion plan like?
Right. Okay. So we have two tribes. So one is from Korea, and the other one is targeting US and also Europe. And also we have a PCT and covering 6 regions of the world, which include India, China, and South Asia too.
Okay, wonderful. So India, China, South Asia. So right now, NeortesBio is looking for partners in oncology. So if you're interested, just hit them up. Look for Mr. Kim, and he will stay around. So Mr. Kim, don't go anywhere. Check out chat. I think there's some people who are keen to chat with you while we move on to the next speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, I'm just moving on to Mr. Min-Kyu Kim from Proid, and here to tell us a little bit more about something to do with voice disorders, right? Yeah, tell us. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, can you hear me? Right?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction. Yeah, good morning. My name is Min-Kyu, CEO from Proid. Today, I am pleased to present our laryngeal function assessment system, an innovative solution that enables fast and accurate diagnosis of voice disorder. A laryngeal function assessment system visualizes vocal fold, visual structure, and movement in real time, helping doctors diagnose voice disorder more accurately. It's an essential solution for identifying the cause of voice problems and guiding proper treatment. Currently, there are two main methods for assessing laryngeal function. The laryngeal video stroboscope, LVS, is widely used, but it cannot diagnose patients with irregular vocal cord vibrations, meaning only about 40% of patients can be properly assessed. And the high-speed video laryngoscope can capture,
I'll help you play that.
Okay,
There we
thank
go.
you. Yeah. The high-speed video laryngoscope can capture irregular cases, but analyzing one recording often takes more than 60 minutes, making real-time diagnosis impractical. Yeah, you can see the difference of the between LVS and HSV through the movie. Okay, and yeah, there's a lot of animation here. To overcome this limitation, Proid developed a 2D digital kymograph system integrated with HSV, high-speed video laryngoscope. This technology extracts quantitative information from high-speed video, visualizing vocal cord vibration in real time. Yeah, here's a benefit. Diagnostic success improves from 40% to over 100%, and analysis time reduced from 1 hour to just 5 minutes. And accuracy and convenience for the doctors are significantly enhanced. 10 to 15% of the global population suffers from voice disorders. This represents a large, undeserved market where existing tools fail. Our system not only expands access to previously included patients group, but also addressing growing needs in ENT, speech therapy, and rehabilitation. And yeah, Proid is certificated by KFDA and FDA and CE. And our system is recognized as a new health technology in Korea. We have already supplied systems to 5 leading hospitals, including Asan Medical Center in Korea. Our go-to-market strategy includes clinical R&D partnership and global exhibitions and flexible sales and distributor models. Yeah, our greatest strength is our team. I conducted research at Mass General Hospital and previously led medical device development at Goyoung Technology in Korea. Our core engineers each have over 10 years of experience in medical imaging device development and commercialization. In summary, Proid system transforms the diagnosis of voice disorders faster, more accurate, and more accessible than ever before. We are excited to bring this innovation to the global market. Yeah, thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I just realized throughout the presentation that I've been pronouncing your company name wrong. So it's not Proid, but it's Proid, is that right? Or Proid?
Right, Proid.
Proid, okay. Welcoming questions in the chat from Minkyu Kim, who tell us more about his high-speed video analysis. Could you just share with me how long did it take you to come up with a solution that reduces like 1 hour into 5 minutes? Like how many years of work is this? Because you've got a stellar team, so I'm just curious, how long did it take?
Oh, yeah, it takes about we spent about 4 years.
4 years to develop this. Right. Wow. Okay. And so far, most of your traction and success has been in Korea. Really good to see like approvals from and also adoption by a few institutions. Which is your next market that you're looking for beyond Korea?
Yeah. Actually, we are developing the more accurate and fast version of this device. So end of this year, we're gonna finalize the development, and then we will conduct the KFDA and FDA, and then we will launch the new device in Korea and US, hopefully.
Korea and US. Oh, right. So this is just generation 1. So the Gen 2, so Gen 1, I guess from 40% accuracy to 100, and then from 1 hour to just 5 minutes. Any hints that you can share with us of what Gen 2 is aiming to do?
Right. So actually, we are using high-speed camera, about 1,500 per second, frame per second. But it cannot detect the high frequency woman patient. So 1,500 frame per second is pretty slow for the high frequency voice.
I see.
Yeah, woman. So we wanna solve that problem. So we're gonna
even higher frequency, be able
to
even higher frequency.
Exactly. So we are developing 6,000 frame per second.
Wow, that's 4 times.
Yeah. And then we can cover all of the patient.
I see. So Gen 2 is not to like reduce the time, but it's kind of to be more inclusive so that it can be applied to more people.
Right.
Okay, wonderful. There's a question here from Benjamin. Has the device been approved by the HSA in Singapore yet, or do you only have approval in Korea so far?
Right. In Korea. Yeah.
In Korea, so it's not approved in Singapore yet. Okay.
Right.
And so because Benjamin's really interested in this, I think that's why he decided to spend time on this webinar with us. He is an academic for speech or voice therapy, and so he would really like to link up with you offline. And we will try to make this happen. So very good presentation, and I'm glad to hear that there's somebody out there who's also interested to possibly partner with you moving forward. So potentially, you might have shared some numbers, and you were saying for 1,005 frames per second, how big of that market is that versus the 6,001 that you're going, like how many more people can you actually help for your Gen 2?
I think so recently we recognize there's a lot of demands for the high frequency patients. So about more than 30% of the patient we can cover more, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I
More
believe.
information. That's good. Alrighty. There's a question here about whether you are open to, right now, what are you looking for? Actually, partnership, or are you looking for funding or co-development with institutions? What's your next hope?
Yeah, so we are looking for partners for the go to the global market.
Right.
And of course, we are interested in funding too.
Open to funding
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, I mean, good technology shouldn't be kept just within one country. And great to hear that you're also open to exploring other markets. And perhaps hopefully you'll find people who can sync up with you and help to take you to the next level. Alrighty. I'm just going to move on so that we don't have it, but please don't leave yet. Mr. Kim, I think there are some chats that you can reply to. And thank you so much for sharing Proid. At least I got it right this time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Alrighty, let me just advance to our final presentation. And I'm going to share control with Mr. Lim. Mr. Lim, are you able to take control of the slides? And yes, tell us about Selta Square.
Okay, thank you. I'm Yong-Sung Lim, CEO of Selta Square. We are the AI-powered safety data orchestrator transforming pharmacovigilance for the global pharmaceutical industry. Today, I will strategically address the challenges in the pharmacovigilance domain and present our business model. Do you know why this problem occurred? In 1961, in Germany, the morning sickness drug thalidomide caused serious side effects, resulting in the birth defect of over 5,000 babies. Additionally, more than 1,000 babies with birth defect were born in regions outside Germany, creating a truly tragic situation. Remarkably, not a single case occurred in the US. The FDA drug approval team leader conducted rigorous verification during the approval process. This significant drug adverse event became a catalyst for strengthening pharmacovigilance systems. Furthermore, following the recent COVID-19 experience and social attention and related regulation are gradually being reinforced. The challenges in the pharmacovigilance domain can be summarized into three major areas. First, there is a highly inefficiency in work processing due to extensive manual handling. Second, quality issue arising from insufficient pharmacovigilance processing capacity. Finally, there are difficulties in rapidly responding to the strengthening regulation. To solve these challenges, we are developing solutions with a human-in-the-loop strategy. Since the pharmacovigilance field requires a high level of expertise, expert participation is essential throughout the entire solution development process. Through this collaboration between expert and technology, we can resolve difficulties in user work process, enhance the quality of work processing, and enable rapid regulatory compliance. To innovate the entire pharmacovigilance lifecycle, we are continuously upgrading our iVigilance Care solution. iVigilance Care is our solution name by applying AI and digital technologies. Using our solution, we have automated adverse event data detection from medical literature from 1 hour to within 2 minutes, and we support manual input processing within 1 minute. Through iVigilance Care, we are automating tasks that were previously handled manually, enhancing the quality level of work processing through AI-based technology and enabling rapid regulatory compliance. Pharmaceutical adverse event continue to increase due to the chronic disease and aging populations. In the US market, the market opportunity in the safety data sector is projected at 1.9 billion, and the market size is expected to grow approximately threefold by 2033. To date, we have secured over 20 clients and signed more than 55 contracts with no customer churns. Among global pharmaceutical company, Johnson & Johnson is using our solutions through our 3-year contract, and Alvogen has been using our solutions for literature study for over 2 years. Our company was selected as a top 10 out of 2019 startups by a global insight firm and was recognized as an AI leading company in the pharmaceutical business domain. Our business strategy is to actively leverage our pharmacovigilance service capability to create a virtuous cycle structure for our solution. Rather than simply providing solutions, we focus on comprehensively solving all customer problems by offering combined the required solutions and service together. Our future business roadmap includes domain expansion and industry expansion strategies based on safety data, not limited to the pharmacovigilance domain. We believe that technology is truly completed through collaboration with people. The future of pharmacovigilance is AI-powered, human-centered, and happening now. That future is our Selta Square. Thank you for attention.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lim, for sharing with us about pharmacovigilance. Just looking at this team photo, so you're the AI expert, I guess, and then your CEO is the one with the pharmacovigilance experience, right? We have a lot of different kinds of people who are dialing into the webinar. So I just wonder if you could explain to us in layman terms, for those of us who are not so familiar with pharmacovigilance, can you explain like very simply why drug safety monitoring is so important? Like what could be the effects if we don't have pharmaco?
Yes. All drug has both sides of effect and adverse event. So we cannot estimate and we cannot expect the side effect of the drug. By this reason, we have to monitor and control and manage for the adverse side event. This is very important to protect the drug adverse event to prevent the such kind of baby's birth defect and so on. It's very important to work to monitor and manage and control for side effects of drug.
Yeah, and we always look for the drugs that can solve the symptoms right now, but we forget about how they make sense some of the side effects that could occur from that. So right now, the drug safety checks are very manual and very slow. Could you just remind us again, how does your AI system make it faster? Is it more about faster or like more reliable? What's the main benefits? Yeah.
Yes, currently pharmacovigilance experts has been literate stopping and entry into system manually. So by using our Vigilance Square, pharmacovigilance experts can save their time, manual time, and the expert can focus on the more complicated work to such kind of reporting to the regulatory body and so on.
All right. And I'm glad to see some comments in the chat. One from Darshan, who is interested in finding out more information about your PV system. And other than Korea and US, are you looking at other markets? Which ones do you have on the horizon or in foresight?
Yes, nowadays we are expanding our business into US market and ASEAN market together. I think that US market and Asia market is a different situation. So
Very different.
we
Yeah.
yes, we have a different strategy, go-to-market strategy, and we are trying to expand our business into US and Asia market. So nowadays we are attending in the global conference to introduce our solutions to them and have several meeting with customers. And also we are looking for the global partner.
Right. Okay. One question from Simpiha about what's the next step. So are you looking for more potential customers, or and what is your main target?
In the business side, we are looking for the potential customers and global business partner together. And also in the business roadmap, we have been extending our business into medical device and cosmetic industry and insurance industry. Nowadays, we are developing the side effect forecasting algorithm with the local Samsung Medical Center. This forecasting algorithm will be finalized by the end of this year. So in early next year, we can announce the side effect forecasting model to the market. Yeah.
To forecast side effects, is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, early next year. So that's a new feature or a new add-on
Yes.
to what you currently
Yes.
have. Okay, that's wonderful. I really appreciate all the comments in chat that's been going on. Thank you so much, everyone, for your interest. And thank you to Tony, Yong-In Kim, Min-Kyu Kim, Mr. Yong-Sung Lim for sharing with us your innovation. Congratulations on all the progress that you've made so far. And I hope that this webinar will lead you to some meaningful connections. To all the speakers, thank you so much for sharing, and to all of you who have joined us, thank you so much for joining. If you enjoyed this session, please look out for our next webinar hosted by VentureBlick. Follow us on LinkedIn, it'll be there. Any information about the next webinar will be there. And if you are interested in connecting with any of these startups today, you can drop an email to korea@ventureblick.com. So that's korea@ventureblick.com. I thank you for your time, and that's all we have for today. So thank you so much to everyone for joining us, and I hope to see you at the next one.